Good evening, or is it? Interesting night here in the New York sports world. Yankees win on a beautiful second deck walk-off by the Martian, Dominguez. The Mets beat the Red Sox. Thank you, Mets. And the Jets had OTAs, 100% attendance. To my calculations, it's the only thing that happened tonight in New York sports. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining here. It is the Nick Shine Show. It is the late night show. You are the awesome chat. Listen, we've all been fans of teams that suffer horrible, heartbreaking losses. We're Jets fans, folks. So we're going to find a way to laugh, get through the pain, move on. Any words of advice, champ?
When you have a bad day, give up. Go home and sleep. Fuck it. Try again tomorrow.
But we're going to try again right now. Hit it, Blitz.
It's got
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
All right, folks. Here's what we do on this channel. We laugh. We overcome adversity. We help each other heal. And that's what we're here to do tonight. You know what made me feel better? Gambling. Want to gamble? Want to ease your pain? Throw some raffle chances out there. We got a full-size Santonio Holmes replica helmet. And we have a mini helmet, which just arrived yesterday, with Al Toon and Wesley Walker on both of them. On the same helmet, folks. I don't even know what to say. You know what? We have to address the elephant in the room. To Knicks fans, it's only one game. This team has shown adversity. This team has shown the ability to come back from being down 20. The Pacers just did to the Knicks what the Knicks did to the Celtics. But the Knicks are a tough, gritty team. They'll be all right. You're not going to see a team shoot like that from what I heard from everyone. I was working. They were up 17. I walk out of work, and this crazy buzzer beater happened to tie the game. So keep your heads up. At least you got the Jets. Who ever thought that we would say that? The Jets are the bright spot in New York sports today, folks. Why? Well, I'll tell you. Everyone's there. Everyone's buying in. Everyone's part of Aaron Glenn's plan. Quinnen Williams infamously tweeted when Aaron Rodgers was cut, admitted today, it was immature. I got to grow and be a better leader, better teammate, better person, better man. I respect that. Takes a lot for a man to admit when he's wrong. Shout out to Quinnen for doing that. Garrett Wilson says that him and Justin Fields are picking up right where they left off. That's a good sign. They were pretty good together in college, folks. That's a good sign for us. Garrett Wilson also said wants to be a Jet for life. They've had talks on and off. It's another good sign for us. Good things happening. It's about as good as it could be this time of year for the Jets, right? Everyone's buying in. Everyone's there. I'm going to talk about the thing that I'm most excited about today. Now, granted, it's OTAs. Will McDonald sounded like he was the best player on the field all day. Will McDonald also gained about 12 to 15 pounds in muscle. For those of you who've been on the same train as me, have said, he's nice, but I wish he was bigger. He's nice, but I wish it was bulkier so he could play the rundowns without losing his speed. If he gained this muscle mass without hurting his speed, look out. Look out. Will McDonald is coming for 15 plus sacks this year. Write it down, screen record the video, do whatever you need to do. 6 minutes, 10 seconds in, he said it. It's the only thing you're going to remember from tonight. Nothing else will be remembered from this evening in New York sports except that take. Will McDonald's going to be a monster. And how about this, Jets fans? Why don't we adopt this? Let's start hating our draft picks more often. We hated the Will McDonald pick. Yes, boom. Official prediction. Will McDonald, minimum 15 sack season incoming. Quote it, mark it down, put it in the Boomtown book. It's a league where you need to have pass rushers. You need to hit the quarterback. We're going to have creativity. We're going to be freeing people up. If Will McDonald is the guy getting freed up, if Steve Wilkes draws up a scheme where we can get Will McDonald free, that's the guy you want chasing the quarterback down. That's the guy you want going after Josh Allen. That's the guy you want chasing Lamar. I think Will McDonald's shown his ability to be an advantageous pass rusher. His spin move is legit. If this muscle can add to a power rush, listen, Javon Kearse was not the biggest guy. Dwight Freeney was not the biggest guy. Von Miller was not the biggest guy. But they could get to the quarterback in multiple ways. Will's shown his ability to have speed upfield, tackle goes high, he spins underneath and crashes down on the quarterback. That's been effective. If this muscle mass can add a second elite move to his repertoire, you're looking at a ferocious pass rusher. And we can make fun of Joe Douglas and we can make fun of Robert Saleh. But if he can develop into a consistent guy who gets double-digit sacks or even into the higher mid to high teens year after year after year, they got that right. And if you got a guy who can get to the quarterback time and time again, that makes everyone else's job easier. You cover for less. You have to blitz less. So, shout out to Buffalo Jet fan. He has been front and center on the Will McDonald train. If you don't follow him on Twitter, you're missing out. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show. Hit the like button if you would while you're here. It's free. It's easy. It supports the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel, here's what we got. Santonio Holmes, full-size replica helmet, and a mini helmet with Al Toon and Wesley Walker on it. And I have a mini helmet of Wayne Corbett, which got shipped today. Something also happened today. your boy got the truck he's been keeping an eye out on. Found this truck last night. Got a 2016 GM Sierra, less than 80,000 miles. Thing is fucking mint. Beautiful. So good things happening in all aspects of life in New York. There's nothing negative going on. Everyone is happy. There's no sadness anywhere except in Indy. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay, owner of the Colts, passed away today. Wild. Wild indeed. If you follow Seth, the kid who sang the Colts songs this year, he attempted to sing a tribute to Irsay. I can't help but laugh. Forgive me. If you're in the Discord, I posted it earlier. I know there's a ton of basketball talk right now in the lobby. But if you just go and search it on Instagram or Twitter, it's sad, but also a little, yeah, Bill. Yes, that's who that was in the car. That's him. He tried doing the song as a tribute and he was getting a little choked up. It was sad, but I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. So I laughed. Forgive me. I'm not laughing at the death. I'm laughing at the attempt. And also, I am a little shocked that that guy is allowed to drive. But I guess in the state of Indiana, you can do cocaine and own a football team and be special needs and drive a car. No big deal. That seems to be the way things roll out in the Midwest. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give it to you guys early tonight. Pause, no Diddy. You have a lot on your minds. The chat is firing off. The link is posted. The link is shared. And Alan, you know what? I got to talk about this. My boy yesterday sends me a link on Twitter. 18-minute video, which I listened to while at work. Every single Norm entrance from Cheers. Good afternoon, everybody. Norm, want a beer? 18 minutes every time he walked in the bar. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'll listen to this. I get home last night. I'm looking for trucks online. 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, motherfucker, he died? I didn't know he died. I thought my boy was just sending a random appreciation post about George Wendt. And then it ends up he died. I called him today on the way to the car dealer. I'm like, you motherfucker, you don't even tell me he died. He goes, why do you think I sent that? I go, you send random shit all the time. How am I supposed to know that he died? 1:30 in the morning, I texted him. I go, I hate your guts for not telling me that Norm died. Which brings up tonight's pop culture question. Me and my boys had this discussion. I brought it up earlier in the Discord. I throw it out to you. Norm, best supporting actor in a comedy ever? Think of them. I'm going to throw some of the names out there that I brought up and see what you guys have to say. I threw out Jefferson Darcy from Married with Children, Norm and Cliff from Cheers, Dwight Schrute from The Office, who else you got? Somebody in the chat said Kramer, but Kramer was ruled as a primary character, not a supporting character. Newman was like the supporting characters, right? Kramer was a primary character. There you go, big fella. Carlton Banks, very good one. I don't know Heidi. Who's Heidi? Also, kind of crazy that Jim Irsay tweeted about the Pacers today and then passed away. See, Rick, my buddy ruled it not. He said he says the four of them are the main characters. I said Kramer, and he shot that down. I said rerun. I said Jimmy Walker, but Jimmy Walker was ruled by my two buddies Steve as the primary character, not a supporting character. I did say Al Borland. I did say Al from Home Improvement. He's up there. Very good. I brought up Ed Norton, and I was told Ed Norton was the main character on the honeymoons, and the women, the wives, were the supporting actors. Oh shit. 25 just hit 25 just hit a home run parlay. You know what happens when 25 hits parlays? He makes it rain. All right, let me catch up here. See, I think John Cryer. Oh, Larry Dallas is great. So one of us said Mr. Furley. John Cryer. Now I don't know what Nellie's from. Art Carney won 5 Emmys for Best Supporting Actor. I think Ed Norton was the GOAT. Peter Brandis, Larry. Yeah, Larry Dallas. He's a legend. Hustle Man from Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of 25. Welcome back, buddy. George Jefferson from All in the Family. Nice. Good one. Good one. Nellie from Little House on the Prairie. Harris on Barney Miller. The Swedish Chef. Oh, my favorite of all time is Randy Marsh from South Park. If cartoons are allowed, Randy Marsh is the greatest supporting actor of all time in any series. Randy Marsh is a top-notch character, never misses, always hits. 25, congratulations, my friend. You will be on the wheel for the wide receiver raffle. You're the first one leading us off tonight. And you know what? In hopes of the Knicks doing better in game 2, we're going to double every raffle entry tonight to help heal the New York Knicks community. Kimmy Gibbler's a good one. I said Urkel, and my buddy said no. Urkel ended up being the star, and the only reason that show stayed on. Colonel Clank. I don't know Hogan's Heroes. I don't know that, Bill. But I thought it was an interesting discussion with not even knowing that Norm had passed away. Whitney from a different world. Look at Yeti. Who I think was it Jay Quest today? Somebody said Mona from Who's the Boss. I mean, all the Charmed actresses were equal, right? Like those were the 3 stars of the show. That's a good call, Quest. That's a real good one. What's up, Sean McAteer? Hit the like button, my friend. Yeah, Mona did have some sneaky bombs on her. Old as hell, wrinkly as hell, but she had some sneaky bombs on her. Panther and Thundercat. Oh, that wasn't a great Mr. Belling, but very interesting. Oh, you guys are throwing out a whole bunch of names. Love it. Hank G, nice. The Foremans, right? Because all the teenagers are the stars. Daryl, and Daryl from Bob Newhart. I don't know Bob Newhart. Rick Kent says the best supporting actor is Robert C. It's a very good call, Rick. That means Tammy's the star and Robert's the supporting actor there in the C household. Who would you rather bone, Mona or Blanche? Blanche from Facts of Life? The blonde from Facts of Life? As a kid, I would have picked Blanche. But if they were that age now, if they were that age when I'm this age, I would go with Mona. And big fella, with the comment of the night so far, I still think B. Arthur had a cock. May have. Could explain the shoulders. Oh, I'm thinking Blanche from Facts of Life. Blanche. Oh, Blanche was the whore on Golden Girls. Oh, all right. Thank you, Rick. Big Will coming in. Deacon. That's a good one. Deacon and Spence, right? Those are both great supporting actors. How come nobody said Wilson from Home Improvement? I said Al. It's all right, dude. I was young and horny in the 80s, man. All these girls could have got it. First on the list, Kelly Bundy. To grow up alongside Kelly Bundy and watch her year after year grow and never wear a bra was fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Rick Kent, the greatest supporting actor of all time. Oh, Bill. Yeah, we're just doing comedies. Dramas are different, Bill. Dramas are different. Come on, Bill. You trying to blow the lid off of this chat tonight? That supporting actors in dramas or suspense shows are a different category. Nate says, "What's the best Indiana?" Oh, you play. This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. When our owner dies, I'll sing a new song for you. For the shoe, throw it at Nate. Let's knock him off his fucking bike. This is our Colts. Also, you go back and watch some of those early seasons, they had her in like bra and panties a couple episodes before she went like butchy haircut. There was some early episodes of Marcy where it was like, oh, I didn't know that. I was always taught as a kid that she was horrible and ugly. And then I'm like, wait a minute. All right, Marcy Darcy Jefferson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news in the chat. According to Lane, the Jets have to move the football down the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to delete this comment off the internet so no other teams or coaches find it, use it, and beat us with that ideology. Blitz, he did a song today from his car. He did a song today and he's getting choked up and it was rough. I can't believe he shared it, but I'm so grateful that he did. Yes, Lane, the Yankees won on a walk-off home run by a young player who would not have the opportunity to play every day if the Yankees would have signed Soto. That's for Nate, because Nate needs to redirect his aggressions away from Gary and the Discord and towards me. He's got to be, big fella. I don't think he's on the spectrum. I think he is the spectrum. He's definitely special needs. Well, Lane, I'm very happy to hear that because they were playing Boston, the Yankees' biggest rival, and it's always great when Boston loses. So I appreciate when any National League team or any team in baseball beats Boston. Nate, I'm going to regret saying this. I would like you to join the show because you bring a good element to the show and you will openly discuss your thoughts on the Knicks. And I would love to hear it. God bless you, man. You're a great dude. You're an awesome dude, Chris. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hi, Rick Kent. What are you doing? Wait a minute. Is this just because you're the moderator, Rick, and you can see him on this channel? Or he unblocked you? Yeah, he unblocked you. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. It's the greatest day in New York sports ever. Mets win. Yankees win on a walk-off. Lane and Rick see each other again. He figured out how to unblock them. Ladies and gentlemen, victory laps all around today. Well, Jay Quest, you deserve it. I know, guys. I'm trying to. Boomtown, how did he do it? Yeah, he just hit unblock. Perfect. That's how. Quest, I wish I could block you. No. Lane goes from unblocking Rick Kent to now making show demands. Can you have Carly Fleischer on your show? It's tough to get Carly on late. She's a young, hardworking woman, and she goes to bed usually by 11 o'clock. And on the night that the Knicks lost in that manner, I don't think that Carly would. I will let her know that you are interested in her coming on as a guest, but I'm not sure if tonight is going to be a night that happens, Lane. But for you, I'll do anything. Quest says Lane is the one guy I haven't been mean to. That's it. I don't think you've ever been mean to the big fella or Rick Kent. Trying to think if you've ever been mean to Bobby. Shout out to Bobby if he's watching. Hope you feel better, buddy. I heard about the eye. And much love to you, Bobby. And Alan says Bobby would have played better defense than Brunson tonight. Ouch. 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 Alan might be able to win the New York City Marathon based off of his victory lap tonight. It's game one of the series, Alan. I know it's an all-time epic loss. And Rich Cimini tweeted an amazing stat. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Rich Cimini, but one thing I appreciate about Rich Cimini is when things are bad, he tells you. When things are good, he tells you. He loves doing that. This is the first time since. This hasn't happened since. Going into tonight, NBA teams that were down by 9 points with under 1 minute left in the game were 0 and 1,414. Tonight was the first time in an NBA playoff game that a team has ever come back from down by 9 with less than a minute. That's rough. That's Jets like. That's that's a crazy stat. Take the Knicks out of it. I'm not dogging on the Knicks. It's just as a sports fan, you hear something where in the history of a sport, it's 0 and 1,414. That sucks. It sucks to be that one. Modine with the definitive statement. That's why the series is over. I can't say that, Mo. And here's why. The New York Knicks have shown an ability to battle. They've shown the ability to come back down by 20 in Boston multiple times. The series is not over. The Knicks were up by 17. How many games are Indy going to hit ridiculous 3 after ridiculous 3 in the last 5 minutes of the game? You can't say that. Does this one hurt? Absolutely. Does it sting? Yeah. Fuck it. It's one game. Put it behind you. Move on. Get prepared for the next game. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's not a game 7. It wasn't an elimination game. You have rest of the series to just show, all right, that was a fluke. This is the real us. And I think the Knicks are a good team. I do. My voice got a little high pitched when I said that, but I don't think I've ever said that sentence. But I think the Knicks are still the favorites to win this series. I think they're the better team. I think Indiana just had the better shooter from what I heard. Hit 8 threes in like the last, they hit like 8 in a row, Clancy and Nate were telling me. You don't do that every game. You don't. Blitz. I know some of you guys are too young or don't remember. I know you're up there, but that was I didn't see it. I didn't see any of it. I popped in the chat with 5.5 minutes left in the game. The Knicks were up 17, and I say to Clancy, I was like, "Oh, Yankees just won on walk off." He's like, "Shut up." He's like, "We're focused on this right now." Dude, you're up 17. I go, "The Knicks can't blow this. You're good. You're not the Celtics." He goes, "Shut up." I'm like, "All right." And then I had a phone call. I'm like, "All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Let me finish locking up at work." I put the alarm on. I close the door to school. I open up Discord. I pop in, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" The buzzer beater just happened with the most improbable bounce ever. Big fella with a super chat. Aaron Nesmith will never shoot like that again. Plus, this is a wake up call. Knicks in 6. Yeah, I mean it's New York City's been through enough with the transit strike. I think they wanted a peaceful night. So I agree with you, big fella. I think this is the Knicks series. You don't rely on improbable comebacks to happen very often. The better team finds a way to win, but that's why you play the game, right? And that's why you play the game all the way out. Crazy bounce is never going to happen again like that. Hitting all those threes late in the game. I'm Clancy. I said I'm sorry. I had no malicious intent. It wasn't like a jinx move. I even said to you, I was like, "This is the first time in my life I'm ever showing confidence in the Knicks." Clancy, shut the fuck up. Like, get off my dick, dude. Shout out to Bobby. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just like, "Yo, this game's over. Can we talk about the Yankees?" And you were like, "No." I'm like, all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Clancy. Shout out to Jay, 3 siblings, for his support. Always on the channel. Nick and Johnny are the worst. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate your support. You're a kind man. This is interesting. Was offered $1 billion for his presidential collection from Washington to Lincoln to JFK and turned it down. Oh, now his estate will sell all that shit off, right? But big fella, thank you for the super chat. That gets you 4 entries in the wide receiver raffle. We are doubling all the raffle entries tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because of the fact that the Knicks will bounce back in game 2. So, yeah, stack. All these things aren't carrying over throughout the series, right? I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be all right. Just win game 2. Win game 2 and you're fine. Go split in Indy, come back, win 5 at home, and then you control the series. That's the goal right now if you're the Knicks. Win 3 of the next 4 and be up 3-2. You know what we're going to do tonight? Super chats will be doubled. Gifted memberships, let's triple. Also, this is an interesting name. Bledsoe's internal bleeding. Welcome to the show. I wish that Mo Lewis didn't hit him. It's the one play in football history that I would change if allowed to. I would just say, Mo, let him go out of bounds. No dynasty. Drew Bledsoe still the quarterback. But I do appreciate you for joining the channel, Bledsoe. Lane asking, how do I unblock Jay Quest? The same way you blocked Rick Kent. You have to go in and click unblock. Bledsoe internal bleeding. Wow, that's a good one. That's 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 an all-time troll name right there, man. I'm trying to show confidence in him, Rick. I know. I'm trying to show a little confidence in him. Here's what you do, Lane. If you're on your phone, go down the side to settings on YouTube and then go to community. And then in community, it'll show you who's blocked. And then you just unblock right there, like that. Jab, jab, jab. Quest, you're in the wrong app. This is YouTube. This is not Google. You guys are wild. Oh, Lane Roberts, see, go to the Google app on your phone. Click on your profile photo. Look for blocked users and unblock them from there. Lane, do it. I saw a meme where Blanche from Golden Girls was 50 years old and Sophia. Here's the crazy part. When the Golden Girls was being taped, Sofia Vergara was the youngest one of the 4. And she was Rose's mother. Not Rose's mother, B. Arthur's mom. Dorothy's mother. Jake Asman, ladies and gentlemen, with a vote of support. Knicks in 6. I just said that moments ago. I'm with you. I'm with you, Jake. I think the Knicks are the better team. The Pacers just had improbable shooting down the end, and that's not going to happen very often throughout the rest of the series. Whoa! Allen says, I want my choice with the wide receiver raffle. Allen just gifted 10 memberships, ladies and gentlemen, and they went to the ever positive Jet fan Mo Dean, Wild Wave, Infrared, the legend Bobby Midnight, Big Will, Goose McGee, Mike Rubino, Mark Reese, Franklin Fung, Hennessy Heisman. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate you, man. That gets you 33 entries. We're tripling the gifted memberships tonight, and super chats are doubled. So that gets you 33 entries. Thank you for the 10 memberships. You're the man. And did Pennington helmet get there yet? I sent them all out Monday morning. Knobcraft got his, Thomas Jones. I haven't heard from Phil, Rick Kent, or you, but Knob got his today. And as always, I'll gift one for every 5. So let's fire this up. Let's spread the love here. Much like Lane would like to spread the love with Carly's bikinis, which he's still inquiring about. There we go. I gifted one that went to Sarah and to DJ Dirty Cooch. DJ Dirty Cooch. Thank you, Mr. Allen. You're a good man, dude. I appreciate you. Hell yeah, Chris. You spread all the love, brother. I appreciate you, man. You're a very positive person. We need you to hang out with Modine a little more often, and maybe some of your positivity will rub off on him. Adirondack. Nick, when are you driving that beautiful rig north of the Adirondacks to enjoy some trout fishing? I don't fish. I don't really do anything in nature. I'll sit down by a fire and smoke a cigar. I'll do that. Now, that's the extent of my nature. Fire pit, cigar. But you know damn well if I ever make my way up in those neck of the woods, you're the first person I'm calling. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Jake back to being a member. Thank you, Jake. Jake, that gets you 3 entries in the wide receiver raffle, my man. For those of you coming in late, the running back raffle has been completed. Knobcraft won the Thomas Jones helmet. Rick Kent won the Curtis Martin mini helmet. And Philip Hannon won the Freeman McNeil jersey. So that brings us now to the wide receiver raffle. We have Santonio Holmes, full-size replica helmet. We have a mini helmet with Al Toon and Wesley Walker on each side of it. And there is a Wayne Corbett mini helmet, which is in the mail and should be here by Friday, if not early next week. But good luck to everyone and get your raffle entries in. We are going to be doing that. Let me check the calendar, folks. 1, 2, 3. June 8th. We do 3 weeks. Sunday night, June 8th. We will do the raffle. Jake, we just started the wide receiver raffle this week, Sunday night. We just did the running back raffle Sunday night, and so this is a new raffle that you are in on. And good luck to you, man. And thank you always for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. And good luck to everyone. I hope everybody wins something. But Jake, thanks for signing back up, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Clancy too, who's back in the fold, and everyone who supports the channel in any way, shape, or form, whether it's just a like, signing up on your own to be a member, gifting memberships, super chats, spreading the word, however you do it. Try to make this show the best we can for you guys, and every ounce helps. And listen to Chris. Hit the like button. Support the channel. It's easy. It's free. Don't worry about it. Adirondack, I'm extremely poor this month too. I just bought a truck today, so I can relate, buddy. I can relate. I was going to take off Sunday and not do the soccer in town, and I just messaged the guy today. I'm like, load me up on Sunday. I go, I just bought a truck. I go, I need as many games on the weekend as you can give me. He's like, done. He goes, I got people bailing this weekend with the holiday, so done. Hell yeah. Use all the emojis. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new emoji. I took out Happy Nerd, which was Aaron Muji, the GM, and the big fella emoji is there. Big fella deserves it. We got a Rick Ken emoji. We got a big fella emoji. We got a knob emoji. We got a Jay Graves wiener lady. I try to rotate them around. We're about 100 away from the next level to get a new one. I know they expire. So if we don't hit that level and we haven't hit a new high in a while, I like to try to rotate them to keep it fresh and happy and joyous in the chat for all you awesome sons of bitches. And Rick Kent, because I would never call him a son of a bitch. I'm not that bold. But yeah, for those of you looking at the Rick Kent emoji that Clancy just shared and Hank, that's not Rick Kent. But when we were on the draft weekend, the Shiner weekend, and we went to Atlantic City and we walked in at Caesars, there's a like advertisement. And I look up, I go, this looks like Rick Kent. I took the picture of it. Yeah, Rick, I got you, buddy. I got you. But it looks just like Rick. The guy's got a great head of hair. He's charismatic, shirt open, talking to the lady on like a bench. I'm like, oh, no, that's Rick Kent. Until Rick gives me another picture that he's okay with, that will remain the Rick Kent emoji, folks. So, Rick Kent, the ball is in your court, my friend. You give me a picture that you like, and I'll replace it. But you are the legend, and you do deserve to be an emoji on this channel with all the support that you give. So you can either keep the replica or you can submit something that you're okay with, and I will change it immediately for you. But with all due respect, you do have to be an emoji on this channel. I told my wife I can just imagine the amount of dicks weed puts next to my. Oh yeah, you're. I'm sure when he gets a hold of that, it's gonna be fun. Tom Ace, ladies and gentlemen, Weed also ate and fingered Caesar's ass. He did. He did. He was trying to do everything he could in the to the statue. I think they had to like power wash the statue when he was done. Is Trump's Taj? No, Trump Taj Mahal is now the Hard Rock, I believe. Yeah, Taj Mahal is the Hard Rock. Trump Marina is now the Golden Nugget, and Trump Plaza, which me and my father spent a lot of time at. That was his favorite place. Is no longer there. It's an open lot. But we had a lot of fun. For any of you interested, next year NFL draft Shiner weekend getaway. We will be going away for draft weekend, and we could be doing something down the shore again. We could be doing something in the Poconos, maybe up on a lake. Plenty of time to figure it out, but start saving your pennies now. And it's a great weekend, great people sitting around, talking football, hanging out, having a good time. Rick Kent with a super chat. Nick, in the 80s, there was a restaurant in Las Vegas that had ads all over the place featuring a guy that looked just like me. Oh, that's great. That's great. Can you find that ad? Can you, with the internet, could you find that ad and send it? I'll make that one an emoji too. We'll get Rick Kent, past and present. Lane says, can Bobby Midnight call in? He can, but I think he's resting. I think he had a little procedure done from what I heard. So shout out to Bobby. Hank, you have no idea. Oh, wow. Rick found it. Holy shit. That's great. That's great. Oh, that's awesome, Rick. Boomtown said, would you expect to do the same sort of thing as this year? Jake's event draft night, then off for the weekend? Yeah, I think everyone had fun. I mean, it makes sense. You know, we get to go see everyone that we don't get to go away with. And then the only thing I would do, I would stay Sunday also wherever we go and then come home on Monday. I think with the draft being all day Saturday, we kind of didn't get to do enough. And if we stay Sunday, an extra day, you have that whole day with no draft. Kind of, we have much room for activities. Gary's starting in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Robert C. Can anyone find a Nick Shine lookalike? I will. I'll give you one right now that I've gotten throughout the years. I'm gonna take the headphones off, and I'm gonna give you the face. Private Pile, Full Metal Jacket. I've gotten that one throughout the years. Shout out to Vincent D'Onofrio and his tremendous acting skills. In high school, when I played basketball, I got Eric Montrose a lot from North Carolina back in the day. That's Johnny Triple H. God, if I could motorboat Stephanie. Oh, 25-year-old Stephanie. Oh, not a big fan of tall women, but Stephanie, she was one of the few that she was a awesome young lady. We did mention to Jake doing the draft party at Atlantic City, and then we just go hit Atlantic City and everybody go down. I did mention that to him after that weekend when I called in. He asked how the weekend was. I was like, dude, you should do the show from down there. Like, just do draft weekend at Atlantic City. He's like, that ain't a bad idea. I was like, you tell me now. This was like the day after the draft ended. I was like, you tell me now, and I will start planning for next year. So there's plenty of options. Oh, Jake, that's a great comment. I love the large ladies. I want a tree to climb, and I'm 6'2". Hey, man, everyone's got their own. I've always been a fan of the short ladies. The three serious relationships I've been in my life were 5 foot, 5'3". His mom's 5'2", but she always said the kid's mom's 5'2", but she says 5'3". And then Alona, who I tease, is 4'11 and a half. So I've always had a little bit of a midget obsession. Yeah, Johnny. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you imagine Vince? You gotta make those bigger. Come on, Steph. I'll pay for it. You gotta make them big. Imagine your dad endorsing that. The craziest storyline I ever heard with the WWE was that Vince wanted to have a storyline where him and Stephanie had, like, she got pregnant and Vince was the father. And Stephanie's like, nah, we're not doing that. That's the one thing she said that she rejected from him. he would would do that. Clancy, it's probably the reason this family is so distraught and torn and everybody goes in different directions. Like Vinnie Mac, P. Diddy, not that far off. Oh, I want to bring this up too on the Notorious B.I.G.'s birthday. Am I the only one who gets bothered now when they hear a Biggie song and you gotta hear P. Diddy? Yeah. No, shut the fuck up. Can we edit him out of every Biggie song? Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Lane farted a lot tonight in his room. Lane, open a window. Sorry to hear that. Jake, Rhea Ripley is the girl of my dreams, which might make me borderline gay. Still love her. You go back and look at her when she was a blonde. She is stunningly beautiful. But I appreciate her. I think her outfit and the straps right below her butt cheeks, accentuating the butt, is fantastic design. But I'm a Liv Morgan guy. Trish, Liv Morgan, those short little blondes. I am a big fan of. Pause. No Diddy. Everything with Diddy in it is suspect now. I saw it, Clancy. I saw a great thing on Instagram, and it was J Lo crying while she was endorsing Biden this year about Trump, and it was like, wait a minute, you trying to warn America about Trump, but you didn't warn anybody about what P Diddy was doing. And Modine with that comment. He will take the opposite side of everyone. God damn, Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to meet Mo D in person, you can go to New York City where he's getting paid $20 an hour to protest with free Diddy shirts. Lane with more breaking news tonight. Diddy is going to jail. Oh, Sable or Tori? I was Trish. I was Team Trish. Tori, because I thought Tori was more beautiful before she got all gym fitness and like ripped. But WCW Tori Wilson is one of the most beautiful women ever. And shout out to A-Rod. Hell yeah. Make it rain on all of them. Take all of it down. Let Diddy burn everybody to the ground. Yeah, if all right, another impromptu list. All right, top 3 of all time. Trish is number 1. Sunny, number 2. Sunny in the 90s. I know she's a train wreck of a human being and a piece of trash and in jail for 25 years. But Sunny in the 90s was the most downloaded woman on the internet. Sunny was everyone's crush in the 90s when the internet started. Trish. And I gotta go Liv Morgan. Short, cute blondes, man. Yeah. Stacy, unique. Perfect for that era. Everyone was fake breasts. Stacy's like, nah, I don't need them. Watch this. Oh, that's a good one. Kelly. That was the era when I kind of got out of wrestling. Candice Michelle was really good looking before she started getting all that surgery and stuff. Rest in peace to her. She passed away early. I do I know Joe Briand? Who's Joe Briand? Yeah, Clancy. When Mace left the game to be a preacher, it's because he needed Jesus after being Diddy's sidekick. I think, how do I word that? I was too young for her to be a crush. It was like my first grade teacher looked like her, Miss Gager, who I'm friends with on Facebook. I just saw her in the ShopRite parking lot last weekend. And I look at her and she's looking at me and I yell, Connie! And she turns, I'm like, Nick Shine. She goes, oh, I didn't recognize you with the shaved head. I'm like, hi, Miss Gager. She goes, that's not my name anymore. I go, it was what your name was in first grade. I loved you. You were great. But I think Elizabeth was like not like a crush for me. The 90s is where like crushes started happening. But Miss Elizabeth's in a different category. She brought class to ringside. It was like guys like Classy Freddie Blassie and Mr. Fuji, Jimmy Hart, and Bobby Heenan. And then you had Elizabeth. Oh, wow, Hawk, this might be worse than your Zach Wilson takes. If Zach Wilson was as strong as China, we could have run the tush push all the time. Sherry Martel. Now you guys are just throwing dogs out there. Chrissy Hemme. Kimberly Page. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't know Joy. I'm a Jet fan. I don't know Joy. Yes. Yes, she did. And this might be the new leader. China ran the tush push with X-Pac. One night in China. I love this show. We never know. Oh, Jacqueline at In Your House on top of Mark Merrow when Sable ripped her shirt off live on the pay-per-view and woohoo, puppies. Lita and Edge in the championship sex celebration where her luscious breast popped out live on Monday Night Raw. Stephanie McMahon with her breast popping out when Triple H went to give her the pedigree. Why couldn't that have been HD? That would have been perfect. So I'm good friends with Danny Doring. I've coached his son, and there's some really good. He lives in Island here, and he's Danny Doring. Him and Roadkill were the last ECW was tag team champions, and he's got the title belt. Vince wanted it. He never gave it back. He has it, and I had a picture on at Halloween 2 years ago, 2023, with the ECW title belt. Let me see if I find it. But yeah, he was riding around with her in ECW, and there are some stories that are pretty funny. Also, Raven might be one of the worst human beings ever. I don't know how that dude is still alive. Oh, bow, 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 bow. Let's see. You know what? Let me play a video while I look this up. Oh, it's Thursday. It's after midnight. It's Thursday. Enjoy.
Good evening.
Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby! Can't find it. I think someone else took the picture of me and sent it to me. So I can't find it. Hell yeah, we don't play with no pronouns. Yeah, Steph counts. I think Steph's in a category of her own because she's a billionaire. Lane, since you were so honest about the amount of times that you tooted tonight in your room, I will play that on the way out. Wait, is today Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday now. We're talking about Friday morning throwdown. What are you trying to get my days all confused for, Robert? Come on, man. It's Thursday now. Thank you, Hawk. I missed this earlier. I think I missed it. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, and now that I got the truck, I got to come down and see you. So, give me a motherfucking date. And it's a date. All right. I'm going to play the video of Lane. Start dropping your What Did We Learns. I'll come back. We'll catch up with yours. And then we will hand it off to Boomtown on the mic. And speaking of Mike,
you know what? Nick Fine is cooking, everybody. Nick is the best Jeff fan you ever met your whole life. I won't lie to you.
This is his Bobby in his orange chair. See, this is him. I like to just come around. Look at my wife. No, I mean, I'm Neil. I saw that game, and I was in my nuts. How could they not win? I'm upset right now, going bonkers with a cigar in my mouth. I was watching it, and the record's like 10-3 now. You know? Let me just go step out the window right now. I'm Charles. With the hat on.
oh, wow. That's fast. Yeah, you could do. All right, hold on. Let's do Alan. Do you want to do a impersonation of me?
Good evening. Before I start this show, these are the advertisements. Custom best bourbon that you could get for just 99 cents for the you get 50% off anytime you go to like Buffalo Wild like wings for any Jets game or Giants game. We're gonna go take some callers now. Bobby, are you there? I don't think he's there. I think he's in a dark spot.
Would you be able to do an impersonation of Jake?
Do you know how it counts down to the beginning of the show and go, good evening. I'll have shows on for 2 days. I had one this morning with Jeff Parsons. And the merch store, anything that you could get from the merch store is you get for any, like, if you become a member. The first call we go to is Bobby, midnight. Hi, Jake. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you look happy. Can we see your cat? Okay, I'll show you my cat. Oh, the kitty cat. I can do this all day.
Can you do an impersonation of Robert C?
Don't worry, but his hair's never clean. He looks like a guy from Monster Inc.
Are you going to race Charles at MetLife Stadium in the parking lot of 40-yard dash?
Do you know the national anthem?
Oh, say and make through by the light, and so oh, say and make through by the light, and so bright as the twilight's last seeming.
There you go, Lane. Thank you for all your contributions to the show. Bill M says Undertaker and AJ Styles during COVID was a great match. It was. It was also filmed like a movie. And thank God they did, because when the Undertaker put his arm through the limousine window, he hit like a main artery or vein. And if they weren't able to stop, he would have bled to death. They had to stop it immediately and get him medical attention. Like, it was that bad. But that was art. That was the greatest thing to come out of COVID, in my opinion, was the Undertaker AJ Styles match. That was done so well. It was the only good thing of COVID was that match. Yeah, if you watch the Undertaker's 6 Feet Under, or the Last Ride documentary that they did, they talked about that, and that if they weren't recording that, it would have been really bad. There you go, Robert. Welcome back to reality and what day it is. Thank you, sir. It is Thursday. It was Wednesday night when it started, and now we're Thursday. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time. It's Boomtown. Time. Shout out to Vader and his entrance. Go ahead, Boom. Let all of these people know what you learned tonight. I'm always curious when there's American sports craziness like there was tonight. How does the poet, as we know it, put it into words? Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, please. I learned the best sports news in New York today was the Jets. Oh, I pray one day that's true every Sunday, man. Nick laughs when he is uncomfortable, completely. Receiving random videos could be related to major news. B. Arthur might have had a cock. Oh, bonus. The Knicks made history tonight. Nick is not a nature guy. Nick wants to be loaded up on Sunday. Mo Dean is a staunch supporter of Diddy. Nice. Chris, I learned what Boom learned. J3 Siblings says, Big Country, you know I love him. I knew Fluffy was a him. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Hell yeah, Jay. You be you, bro. We support you, man. We don't judge, Jay. We just judge macaroni and cheese platters, not people on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We will be back tomorrow night. More Jets talk tomorrow after day 2 of OTAs. The Aaron Glenn Jets. Love them or hate them, I think you're going to start to like them. I think you're going to start to respect what you see going on here. And if not, I don't care. You're too negative for me. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Nick Shine Show. You have been the awesome chat. Wow, Jake. All right, man. I'm not. Yeah. All right. Woo, Jake. That's a comment. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And since Rick Ken is here.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have